Let's take a look at this problem. We want to find the exact value of the expression. So we've got sine of negative 11 pi over 12. Well, let's first look around our unit circle. Here's 0. Here's pi over 6, which if I get the common denominator 12, would be 2 pi over 12. Here's pi over 4, multiply top and bottom by 3, and we get 3 pi over 12. Here's pi over 3, multiply top and bottom by 4, and we get 4 pi over 12. Here's pi over 2, multiply top and bottom by 6, and we get 6 pi over 12. Here's 2 pi over 3, 3 pi over 4, and 5 pi over 6. 2 pi over 3, if I multiply top and bottom by 4, gives us 8 pi over 12. 3 pi over 4, if I multiply top and bottom by 3, we get 9 pi over 12. And this one would give us 10 pi over 12. And this one's 12 pi over 12. Well, that's enough. So I'm looking for something. I think it's enough. Maybe it's not enough. Well, I'm going to do a little trick here. Remember, if you have a sign of a negative value, you can take the negative and put it out in front. That's for even and odd identities. And now it'll be enough. Because what we're doing is we're looking for two angles that are either added or subtracted using the sum or difference identities that would give us 11 pi over 12. Well, we got 9 plus 2 would give us 11. So I could rewrite this as negative sine of 9 pi over 12 plus 2 pi over 12. So 9 pi plus 2 pi gives us our 11 pi. Well, this is really 3 pi over 4. And 2 pi over 12 is really pi over 6. Now, matching up against our formula, this would be the sum identity, the sine of x plus y. So I'm going to label this as x, I'll label this as y. And our formula says that if you got the sine of the sum of x and y, you rewrite it this way. Sine x cosine y. So sine x cosine y plus cosine x sine y. Now the negative just stays out in front. And I'll put a bracket because that negative has to affect everything. And we said that x is 3 pi over 4, so this is sine of 3 pi over 4. Cosine of y, which is pi over 6, plus cosine of x, which is 3 pi over 4, sine of y, which was pi over 6. Okay, now pi over 6, point-wise, is square root of 3 over 2 and 1/2. And 3 pi over 4 is negative square root of 2 over 2 and a positive square root of 2 over 2. Okay, sine of 3 pi over 4. 3 pi over 4, sine is our y part of our point, which is square root of 2 over 2. Cosine of pi over 6. Cosine is the x part, which is square root of 3 over 2. Plus cosine of 3 pi over 4, back here over 3 pi over 4, cosine is our x part, which is negative square root of 2 over 2. And sine of pi over 6, back over here pi over 6, sine is our y part, which is 1/2. That gives us negative Square root of 2 times square root of 3 gives us square root of 6. 2 times 2 is 4. And this becomes a minus. Square root of 2 times 1 is square root of 2 over 4. Simplified form typically means get a single fraction. So we got, actually let me carry that negative through first. Remember, a negative out in front flips the sign of everything inside. So the square root of 6 over 4 becomes a negative square root of 6 over 4, and this negative becomes a positive. And again, simplified form usually means get a single fraction. So we're going to have negative square root of 6 plus square root of 2 over 4. And that's our answer.